Hello everybody, it's Catherine. I'm just here with a quick journal share, quick flip through of a journal that I'm going to be putting into the Etsy shop. And this is Grungy Nature, because I wasn't quite sure what to call it, but I'm calling it Grungy Nature for the sake of calling it something for the shop. Okay, so this is a cardstock double card, but it's thinnish card. It's not, you know, it's not like Amazon cardboard thick. It's plain green on one side, and then this side, this card has been this has actually been coffee dyed. So I've had this a long time because we don't coffee dye anymore now. This has been coffee dyed, and then the front I've done machine stitching on here, different machine stitching. It's got a little bit of a cluster there with some upholstery fabrics, Tracy Fox label, and 2 wooden flowers with 2 flat back pearls. It's tied with some of my vintage sari silk. It's to stabilize the spine. It's got a lovely as you can see, it's got a lovely thick again upholstery material. And then on the back I've continued with my machine embroidery on here. We're using scrim, cheesecloth for the sake of an easier term than scrim, and another little wooden flower flat back pearl. So I really like, it's quite unique, you know, nobody else is going to have a cover quite like it, and it's not overdone in its design really. So it's still a bit stiff, and then obviously inside it's been stabilized because this card's quite flexible, so we've got the good stabilization there on the outside, and then I've got some thick card on the inside. It's got a pocket here which again is upholstery fabric, and in there I've just got a bit of a painted flower that I did, and a little scrappy, one of my little scrappy notelets. It's got this is like craft paper on the front, and we'll go through. That's some adult colouring papers. You can always colour that in, but I just liked it there. So obviously we've got tea dyed papers. I've got one of my wraparound scrappy pads here. So on this side, and I think some of the bits have come from various kits from Artie Mays. I think mainly the butterfly kit. And yeah, some scrappy fabrics there, some of David's lined tea paper. It's lovely, it's nice and crinkly. And then here we've got some avocado dyed paper. It's got a little corner pocket, and it's got a little cluster there that I made from some really old paper of an old children's book of mine. And again another scrappy pad. On here we've just got, actually I think that's a bit of Rachel's from one of her Italian kits. Again we've got some lovely paper, avocado dyed. This is actual ephemera. So this is from Collingham Secondary School. So it goes back to at least, I mean, when they went to secondary school, it used to be the old grammar school and secondary modern schools. So it goes back before, they just turned comprehensive, I mean, in 71 into 72 I started comprehensive, and I think that they start the comprehensive system roughly about 1970. So secondary school goes back 1970 backwards, so it's quite old. I wouldn't know its exact date, but that gives you a rough estimate. So that is in there. This is Spanish dictionary, which is the look at lovely dyed and not dyed, aged papers with the foxing on. That goes back to the 1800s, their original pieces. Some writing paper, a little cluster on there. This is some grey printed paper of ours. And then on the back, this is some printing of some original ephemera that we have in our collection, and it's the public opening of the new Great Central Railway, 1899. Just a little bit of a scrappy pad here with a little doily that's been made on the Sizzix flat back pearls. It's pretty, I think that's really pretty there. And avocado dyed. I think this is probably Artie May's autumn kit, but I'm not 100% sure. Some dyed papers with inks and a little corner there, and just a little tag that's backed with some really grungy paper and some little ribbon and tie on there with some coloured wools, and just a little baby butterfly journaling card. Really grungy. That looks like a first pour of avocado there. Then we've got some writing paper. Then we've got some more tea dyed, and then here, on here, this opens out into being a big journaling space. And that just goes onto there. There's a lot of butterflies in here, so if you like butterflies, another sheet of butterfly paper. This here is a corner. It's got a little flip there, so you can put a little bit of secret journaling under there. A bit of a cluster with a couple of vintage postage stamps. Then there's a tag that I've made there out of an old envelope, so you can still see that I've put some collage in behind it, and it's got one of my paper ruffles at the top, and some more butterflies. So I really liked that one. This is just some lovely card that was left over in my stash, and I just thought it went nicely with this journal, with it being nature, having a bit of a nature theme. Then here, let's take these all out. Okay, so you've got a tuck spot there, behind there. Then this is a pocket that I first learnt how to make from Rhonda Winstead. She always, oh sorry I've knocked you. She always said, oh, it's Rhonda without an H, the spelling. And yeah, we did these pocket tucks with some stuff that her group did. A nice button. So it's just got a mixture on there, and in there we've got a journaling card. I've got a nice tag that's a bit of collage on there, front and back, so again you can write on there. I'll put that in the back. And then just here there's a little bit of a journaling card, an old bit of a printed postcard, so they can all go inside there. On this side, this is a bit of mixed media. It's a tuck, but also there's plenty of journaling space behind it, and you can use it as a journaling card. And then this is actually some vintage ephemera from my stash that is from the Connoisseur, so that's 1800s as well. So this is the middle, and plenty of strings left on there if you want to add any beads or charms or whatever. Then we go over to a nice avocado dyed, again the butterfly image on there, another one of the big sheets of journaling paper with the butterflies on, nice tea dyed paper there. So you can see it's not over embellished. There's still plenty of paper in this one for you to do your own journaling or your own art spreads, you know, junk journal spreads or whatever. That's the back of that really grungy avocado sheet. And we've got another little pocket here. And this is just to show you that the whole piece is real. It's the real vintage piece from the Connoisseur. This one is 1907, and this is just printed on the machine. Nearly said machine. This is just printed on the computer, so you can get, you know, you can see what the Connoisseur magazine was in the UK. And then a journaling card with some plant. The back of that sprayed paper. Again, lovely avocado. The back of this new Great Central Railway. Return fare 4 shillings. Oh, I love all things like that that shows you. But again, this is, you know, the printer. No tickets will be sold at the stations, so you've got to pre-book, pre-get your tickets. And everything's fallen out of here. So this is, it's a bit of a tuck. I think I put those in to show you. That has actually been attached to that with eyelet, just to give it a bit more stability. It's got a cluster on there with a lovely beautiful poppy stamp, and then these are just little edgings that, you know, I like to do my little scrappy edgings. And these again are from really old paper out of my children's collection of when I was little, so you can tell how old it is, ancient. Just to show you can tuck stuff in there, but then you can attach them anywhere you want, really. Again, lined paper. The back of the 1800 Spanish dictionary. I hope I said Spanish last time. I hope I didn't say French. British Spanish. So if I said French, ignore that. Can't remember now. Avocado dyed paper. Little corner. And then what I've got here is that I've done a little seed packet. So I've done some collage on here, on the seed packet, and really grunged it up. Put a little, this is one of the little minis from Tracy Fox, Love Junk Journals. And then inside there, again, a bit of Artimase paper, I believe. A bit of a scrappy little notelet to write a little bit of secret journaling if you want inside there. That just tucks inside that little pocket. Tea dyed paper, and again there, got a thread there. And again here, this is another one of the wraparound little journaling spots. It's got a little bit of lace material on there and on there. And again, this is the patterned paper, and that's the back there to the end. And they just handmade by Catherine on there. So there we have it. A nice little journal. I like this one, and as I say, there's still plenty of space to do whatever you want with it, really, and make it your own. But I enjoyed doing this cover. I enjoyed doing, you know, some machine embroidery. And the thing, when you start using cheesecloth and scrim, you never quite know where it's going to go, because once the machine gets going with it, it moves it in all sorts of directions. So I find that fun. So thank you very much, and this is going in the Etsy shop very soon, and I'll see you again next video. Bye for now.